Here's the thing. I've been in such a creative slump. This I'm happy with. This I'm so happy with. I cannot wait to stage it. I think it's beautiful. I love it. Thank you for helping.
You're welcome. Good job.
Thanks. Yeah, that was my attempt. So we're going to use a drill press today, right? I'm learning so many tools.
What I want you to do, just in case I'm not here tomorrow.
Let me tell you something. And if you weren't here tomorrow, all this stuff, is anybody watching?
Don't you
All this stuff
stays within the family.
What are you doing?
Winter in Western New York. It seems like it should be a time
That
to
looks
slow
cool.
down.
Nice job. I love that.
But here at L&J Goods and at the Cottage, winter is a season of quietly creating behind the scenes, bringing handmade pieces to life, rescuing vintage treasures, reviving them with a new purpose through paint, paper, and thoughtful details. It's also a season for rearranging at the shop, making space for inspiration,
And then we'll be doing that piece, right?
and at the Cottage, shifting things around so that our space feels lighter and calmer and more functional for the months ahead. In one of our recent live videos, Megan accused me of being a Maxinista because I had purchased some TJ Maxx frames.
Okay, everyone's asking where the gold frame came from.
It came from TJ Maxx. I just happened to run in there for something one
What?
day. Yes.
You
Yes.
really are a Maxinista.
I am not.
You don't want to admit it, but you are.
I told you that on Monday. I am not a Maxinista. I am not.
But I'm sorry, but live after live, you contradict yourself
That is not
because
true.
you're finding things at TJ Maxx that I've never seen.
Well, okay. This is basically all I've talked about this week.
I'll be keeping a tally.
Okay.
Listen, they're fun. It's fun to go in there.
You know, it kind of is, and I will pop in there every now and then for a pillow, which
Oh, more evidence to my claims.
but I don't often find what I'm looking for. So
Okay. Oh, isn't there nothing worse than when you love what someone is wearing and then they tell you it's TJ Maxx or Marshalls because you know there's no chance you can get it.
Okay, Megan, you got me. So, I did find a couple of pillows and that cute top at TJ Maxx. A few pillows to update the cottage always puts me in a good mood. And speaking of pillows, I did do a little more Christmas cleanup at the cottage and pulled some pillow covers from the stash that I keep in our linen closet, just to freshen up for winter. I'm really excited about this project. I found this picture, I'm sure it was AI, and I grabbed a wreath from upstairs at the shop that never sold, started to take it all apart so that I could make a wreath for the cottage for winter. And it was a woodland wreath. It had deer and other woodland animals. I just loved the idea of doing a winter wreath that had deer in it and could be kept up all winter. These are my vintage plastic deer that I'm willing to sacrifice for this wreath. One of them has a broken ear. I've got duplicates, and so I am going to use these in my wreath. Yes, I'm going to hot glue them because I have many, and this is a wreath that I want to keep around at the cottage for a long time. Now I'm going to be ready to start putting the wreath back together again with bottle brush trees and these fellas and these ladies. I've determined a layout of the wreath trees, and I have my deer on here as well. So I'm going to nestle these guys in here. Start to remove the bases from these trees, and usually you can just unscrew them, or even easier, I'll put the deer back on in just a minute and start gluing in my trees. We want her kind of nestled in here, and then I'll make sure that her ear is covered up with the branch. I'm just going to work a section at a time. I did go upstairs and get some more of these icy branches because I did like the way that they look. I do have some extra branches so that I can disguise the bottom of the trees where I need to. And I'm going to start gluing everything. In the shop, it's time to make an assessment of the things that haven't sold or that could potentially be redone, either on a live video or made over for sale in the shop. This is a table that I've had around for quite some time and decided to add some transfers to the top. This is IOD's Fronds Botanical. I decided instead of trying to piece all of the pieces on top, I would just lay out the sheets next to each other and transfer the entire sheet over the top of the table, and then fill in the top edges with some of the extras. Thank you so much for taking a few moments of your day to spend it here with us at L&J Goods. We appreciate you so much, and while you're here, we'd love it if you would go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Let us know in the comments if you consider yourself a Maxinista. Another great project for the shop for resale are these risers. JR cuts these top pieces from old beams, and then we just add little spindle legs to them or candle cup legs. I'm using the IOD transfer called Joie de Roses, and I love seeing how this transfer looks on different colors. It's also a beautiful way to take a larger transfer image and really give focus to small sections of it so that you can see the details up close and personal. This particular piece of the beam was a large piece, and I thought that that would make a really stunning riser, but after I got it all put together, I realized that there was some warpage on the beam. So I asked JR to cut this piece in half, even after I had the transfer on it. And then I painted some candle cup legs, gave them lots of texture with Saltwash and some dark wax. Then we added those to the bottom of each of those pieces that we had cut from the original large one. And of course, don't forget to add a really good few coats of sealer on the tops of each of the risers.
Easy rider on the highway, station wagon going slow, windows open, you are basking.
For this last project, I had a few of these carved wood bowls laying around the shop. Of course, they never sold. They were a little bit pricey, and I thought I would try to transform them with a really fun paint technique using Pentart's one component Crackle medium. I applied it in random brush strokes, and I even pounced and stippled the application of Crackle so that I get a really random crackle effect.
It is easy now to see.
Now I'm going to add the contrasting paint color on top of the dried Crackle medium. I'm mixing Saltwash into Fusion's Parchment paint. Mix the Saltwash into the paint until you get a nice chunky texture, much like brownie batter. Then I will brush this over the entire surface of the wood tray. I'm also applying the paint with random brush strokes. Before the paint is even dry, it's already starting to crackle, but I'll let this dry completely so that I can add a finish to it on the next day. The next morning, I took some sandpaper, scruffed away some of the edges, and then used Debbie's DIY clear wax and dark wax to add a beautiful aged rustic finish. Then JR applied the legs to the bottom of the tray, and there we have another beautiful riser with a really rustic effect that's going to be perfect for your table, for plants, or it can hold some of your favorite vintage treasures. Ellen J. Goods is a brick and mortar shop in Medina, New York. You can also find us at ellenjgoods.com. I've listed all of the products that I've used today in this video in the description box below.
So I have to find the center. Now I would normally just do like this and guess at it, kind of make that mark, but I'll do it the right way.
Okay.
Oh,
It's fine.
okay. I'm gonna just do a little pilot hole.
Past the surfing whitewashed beaches, under cypress trees and smoke, carved like lovers into driftwood. On this moment I depend. I keep this folded at the corner.
I hope you'll join me in my next edited video where I'll show you what I did with some of those wood pieces that I cut using all of those tools.
So that I